Hi everyone! In this video, I'll show you how to recover data from a RAID array created with SoftRAID after deletion or formatting, as well as in cases where it has stopped working or is no longer detected by the system. I will demonstrate how to open SoftRAID disks on Windows, even if the array was originally created on macOS, which programs to use to analyze and read the array's structure, and how to safely save the recovered files. By the end of this video, you'll know how to act in case of an array failure, volume deletion, or disk corruption, and you will be able to restore access to your important data on your own. SoftRAID is software for creating, managing, and monitoring RAID arrays on macOS and Windows computers without the need for a dedicated hardware controller. SoftRAID allows you to combine multiple physical drives into a single logical volume to increase speed or data storage reliability. It is a software alternative to hardware RAID controllers. Installing SoftRAID on Windows is no different from installing any other application. Simply download the program from the official website and run the installation file. Then, install the program by following the instructions of the installation wizard. Section 3. How to create a RAID array using SoftRAID. Connect the disks you plan to use for the array to your computer. Ideally, they should be of the same size and type. Remember, creating a RAID array will erase all existing data on the disks used for the array. Run SoftRAID on your PC. Once the program starts, go to the All Disks section in the main window. Here, you will see all the drives connected to your PC. Go to the Program menu and select New RAID Volume. Choose the specific type of RAID you want to create. I am choosing RAID 5. Select the disks on which you want to create the array. Click Next. Specify the volume name, its desired size, and the file system. Click Next. Specify what the created array will be used for, as well as the security settings. Click Next. Review the array settings one last time and confirm its creation. When the program finishes creating the array, you will see a confirmation message. Go to the RAID Volumes menu and you will see the parameters of the newly created array. Remember these parameters, or even better, take a screenshot of this window. If the array fails, you will need this information to recover data from it. Also, this array will appear as a separate drive in this PC and will be displayed accordingly in the Disk Management menu. Recovering data after deletion or formatting. So we have a SoftRAID array created with SoftRAID. There are some files on it. Let's imagine we deleted some files or formatted the partition created by SoftRAID. In this case, we can recover them using hard drive data recovery software, Hetman Partition Recovery. After launching, the program will see this SoftRAID array as a standard hard drive partition. You can recover data in the same way you would from a regular disk. Simply scan the required partition of the SoftRAID array, find the necessary files, and recover them. I won't go into too much detail here, as our channel already has videos about recovering data from various storage media using Hetman Partition Recovery. But what should you do if the SoftRAID array has lost functionality? What if the created partition doesn't appear in this PC folder, or it cannot be opened? How do you access lost data in such a case? When launching Hetman Partition Recovery, we also don't see the partition we need in the program menu. This is because this utility is not designed for RAID array recovery. In this scenario, Hetman Partition Recovery will only display the set of individual disks from which the RAID was previously created. It won't be able to recover data from them effectively. Files will only be partially recovered, and they will often be corrupted. For these cases, you need to use Hetman RAID Recovery, a utility specifically designed for recovering data from RAID arrays. Launch Hetman RAID Recovery. You will see that the program does not detect the RAID array created on these disks on the initial screen. To reconstruct it, click on the RAID Constructor button, then Next. Let's try to recover our array in automatic mode. Select the disks that made up the array. You can identify the correct disks by their capacity or name. You can check disk names in Windows Disk Management by opening the properties of the required disk. Click Next. Wait for the program to search for the required RAID array. This may take some time. The program found our array. Click the Add button, double-click on the RAID array found in automatic mode, and run a scan. After a fast scan, the program was unable to recover all files. Folders exist, but they are empty or contain corrupted files. Let's run a full analysis. The result is the same. This can happen if the program cannot, for some reason, automatically determine the correct parameters of the found array. Let's try to recover our array in manual mode. Return to the RAID constructor and select the function Manual Creation. This function allows you to specify all the array parameters manually for a more accurate recovery of a broken array. Don't let these parameters scare you. We know them. They were all visible after creating the array in SoftRAID program earlier. RAID type RAID 5. Array block order left synchronous. Block size 128 kilobytes. Move on to the disks. We already identified which ones were part of the array. Add them to the selection list. To do this, click on the required disk and press the blue arrow. The disks are added. Now we need to set their order correctly. Disk order is a crucial parameter. Do not ignore it. You could also see the disk order in SoftRAID program. Arrange them correctly. Click on a disk and move it up or down using the arrows. Next, we need to correctly specify the offset with which the array was created and the disk size within the array. How do we determine these parameters? Hetman RAID Recovery shows them if you select the specific disk on the program's start screen in the Additional Parameters menu. We see that the array disks are partitioned. There is unallocated space and a local disk. This is the specific area where the array files are stored. Select it. In the menu at the bottom, we see the parameters of selected partition. We are interested in Start Sector and Size sectors. These are the offset and disk size we need. Therefore, in the offset field, enter the start sector value. In the size field, enter the size sectors value. Ensure the unit of measurement is set to sectors. Repeat this for each disk. After entering the specified parameters, click the Update button next to the RAID array window. You will see that the program has correctly identified the RAID array being recovered, along with its name and capacity. Click the Add button. The manually configured RAID array has now appeared among the other disks in the program. Run a fast scan. As you can see, the program now correctly displays all folders and files that were previously on the array, as well as those that were deleted earlier, marked with a red cross. Select the folders and files you need and recover them. Save them to a convenient location. Similarly, using Hetman RAID recovery, you can recover data from a SoftRAID disk array in case of failure of one or more disks, or from an array created on macOS. So, we have gone step by step through how to recover data from SoftRAID arrays on Windows using Hetman RAID recovery. Even if the SoftRAID system fails, the array won't mount, or Windows doesn't recognize the disks at all, the program allows you to rebuild the RAID parameters, read the file system, and restore access to your files. Remember, the most important thing is not to initialize or format the disks in Windows. Work only with copies or connected physical drives in read-only mode if possible. Recovery must be performed using all disks of the array. I hope this video helped you understand the process and find a solution to your problem. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your data recovery.